Have you ever wondered what truly makes your smartphone so smart? Or what keeps a wind turbine spinning gracefully in the countryside? It's easy to take these marvels of technology for granted, but behind every swipe, every spin, and every charge, there's a hidden story. The answer lies in rare earth elements, an extraordinary group of metals that are the invisible enablers of our modern world. These minerals are buried deep within the earth, extracted through complex and often challenging processes, and they quietly power the devices and technologies we rely on every day. Rare earths are essential for everything from the vivid colors on your TV screen to the powerful magnets inside electric cars to the tiny components in your headphones and laptops. Without them, much of our advanced technology simply wouldn't function. Yet, despite their critical importance, most people have never even heard of rare earth elements. They remain largely invisible, hidden in plain sight within the gadgets and machines we use every day. Rare earths are not just technological building blocks, they're at the very heart of global economics, political maneuvering, and the intricate supply chains that connect continents and industries. To truly understand rare earths is to get a backstage pass to the global economy. It reveals how nations compete for resources, how industries adapt, and how the future of technology is being shaped right now. As the world races toward greener energy and ever more advanced technology, our dependence on rare earths is only increasing. From renewable energy to electric vehicles, these elements are more crucial than ever before. But here's the catch. China overwhelmingly controls the global supply of rare earths, dominating both mining and processing. This gives China a powerful position in the world market. This dominance grants China immense influence, putting governments and corporations worldwide on high alert, and sparking debates about security, trade, and the future of technology. In this series, we'll dive deep into what rare earths are, how China came to control them, and why this matters for everyone, from tech giants to everyday consumers. The battle over rare earths is more than just a resource struggle. It's a defining challenge of our era, shaping the future of technology, geopolitics, and the very fabric of our connected world. The term rare earth is actually a bit of a misnomer. These elements aren't truly rare in the Earth's crust. They're found all over the planet. What makes them rare is how difficult they are to extract and separate from other minerals. They rarely occur in concentrated deposits, so mining them is a complex, expensive, and often environmentally taxing process. There are 17 rare earth elements in total, including the lanthanides, as well as scandium and yttrium. These metals are usually scattered in low concentrations, which means huge amounts of rock must be processed to obtain even small quantities. This not only drives up costs, but also creates significant environmental challenges, from toxic waste to water pollution. Despite these challenges, rare earths are absolutely essential for modern technology. Their unique magnetic, luminescent, and catalytic properties make them irreplaceable in countless high-tech applications. For example, neodymium and dysprosium are used to create incredibly strong magnets, which are found in everything from headphones and computer hard drives to the motors that power electric vehicles. Europium and terbium are what make your TV and smartphone screens glow with vivid colors, while lanthanum is used to sharpen the lenses in cameras and even in some types of glass. Cerium, another rare earth, is used to polish the glass on your phone, making it smooth and scratch-resistant. In the defense industry, rare earths are absolutely vital. They're used in jet engines, missile guidance systems, advanced radar, and other military technologies that require materials with special properties. Without rare earths, much of the advanced technology we take for granted simply wouldn't exist. They're the invisible backbone of our digital world. Think of rare earths as industrial vitamins. You only need a small amount, but without them, the entire system grinds to a halt. They're tiny components, but absolutely critical for the functioning of modern society. Electric cars, fighter jets, wind turbines, and even smartphones all rely on kilograms of these elements to function efficiently and reliably. As the world shifts toward green technology and renewable energy, the demand for rare earths is skyrocketing. Wind turbines, solar panels, and electric vehicles all depend on these elements to deliver clean power. That's why controlling the supply of rare earths has become a major strategic issue for countries around the globe. Who has access to these resources can shape the future of technology and industry. In many ways, the world's technological future and our ability to innovate hinges on these hidden elements. They may be out of sight, but they're at the very heart of our modern lives. China's rare earth dominance is no accident. It's the result of decades of strategic planning. In the 1980s and 90s, the US led production, but strict environmental laws made mining costly. China seized the opportunity, investing heavily, offering subsidies, and operating with lax environmental standards. Flooding the market with cheap rare earths, China drove global prices down, forcing competitors out. By the 2000s, China controlled not just mining, but also the complex refining and processing stages. This vertical integration gave China a chokehold on the entire supply chain. Today, China mines over 60% and processes nearly 90% of the world's rare earths. Even if other countries mine ore, they often must send it to China for processing. China turned a geological advantage into a powerful tool of global influence. With dominance secured, China began using export controls as a strategic lever. Export quotas and taxes limited global access, creating a two-tiered pricing system, cheaper for Chinese firms, pricier for everyone else. In 2010, after a dispute with Japan, China halted rare earth shipments, causing global panic and price spikes. The world realized China's control was a potent political weapon. Even after dropping formal quotas, China uses production caps and licensing to maintain tight control. This ensures the global supply chain runs through China, giving it leverage over industries and nations alike. The message is clear: access to rare earths comes on China's terms. China's rare earth grip is a major bargaining chip in global politics. US defense systems, from missiles to stealth tech, depend on these elements, most sourced from China. The threat of supply disruption hangs over every trade negotiation. This leverage extends beyond the US, affecting Europe, Japan, and South Korea, whose industries rely on steady, rare earth supplies. These countries must balance security alliances with economic dependence on China. The rare earth power play exposes a key vulnerability in the global economy. Now, nations are racing to diversify supply chains and reduce dependency. The battle for rare earths is a fight for technological and political independence. China's rare earth control fuels its high-tech ambitions. The Made in China 2025 plan targets sectors like electric vehicles, robotics, and renewable energy, all reliant on rare earths. By ensuring cheap, reliable access for domestic firms, China attracts foreign companies to set up shop within its borders. This accelerates technology transfer and boosts China's innovation capabilities. The goal: dominate the entire value chain, from mining to manufacturing advanced products. Cheap rare earths draw investment, which grows China's tech ecosystem. As domestic industries expand, demand for rare earths rises, reinforcing China's control. It's a long-term strategy to secure economic and technological leadership. China cites environmental protection as a reason for strict rare earth controls. Mining and refining can cause severe pollution, acidic waste, heavy metals, and radioactive byproducts. In response to environmental damage, China shut down illegal mines and invested in cleaner technologies. By consolidating the industry under state-owned giants, China enforces stricter standards. Production quotas and export controls are framed as tools for responsible development. Critics argue these measures also tighten China's grip on prices and supply. Higher environmental standards raise costs for competitors, making it harder for new players to enter. Environmental concern and strategic calculation go hand in hand. China's rare earth dominance creates uncertainty for global businesses. Supply chain disruptions can halt production in sectors like automotive, electronics, and renewable energy. Price volatility squeezes profits or raises costs for consumers. Your next phone could be pricier due to rare earth policy shifts. Innovation suffers as companies hesitate to invest in tech dependent on a single supplier. To adapt, businesses are diversifying supply chains, even at higher costs. They're also researching ways to use rare earths more efficiently or substitute alternative materials. The era of cheap, limitless rare earths is over. Supply chain resilience is now as important as cost. The global rare earth power play has changed how companies plan for the future. Around the world, a new movement is gaining momentum, as nations unite to challenge China's overwhelming dominance in the rare earth market. For years, China has controlled the vast majority of rare earth production, giving it immense leverage over global technology and manufacturing industries. But now, the world is fighting back. determined to secure a more balanced and resilient future. Countries like the United States, Australia, and Canada are taking bold steps to revive their own rare earth mining industries. They're investing heavily in new mines and building state-of-the-art refineries, aiming to break China's chokehold on these critical resources. These efforts are not just about economic competition, they're about national security and technological independence. International partnerships are also emerging as nations collaborate to process rare earth ore outside of China. Even though these projects face high costs and significant technical challenges, the shared goal of supply chain security is driving innovation and cooperation on a global scale. Meanwhile, recycling e-waste is becoming a promising and sustainable source of rare earth elements. Old electronics from smartphones to computers are now seen as urban mines, rich reservoirs of valuable materials that can be recovered and reused. Companies and research teams are developing advanced methods to efficiently extract and purify these elements from discarded devices, turning yesterday's waste into tomorrow's resources. This not only reduces environmental impact but also lessens reliance on traditional mining. At the same time, scientists are racing to discover and engineer alternative materials that could replace rare earths in key technologies. By finding substitutes, they hope to make industries less vulnerable to supply disruptions and price spikes. Every successful substitution, every new recycling breakthrough, and every international partnership helps to ease global pressure and reduce dependency on a single source. Diversifying mining locations, boosting recycling efforts, and driving innovation in material science are all essential parts of the solution. Together, these strategies are building a more secure and sustainable future for critical technologies. The ultimate goal is clear: to create a stable, resilient, and environmentally responsible supply chain that can support the technologies of tomorrow, from electric vehicles to renewable energy systems. The race for rare earth independence is not just a competition, it's a defining challenge that will shape the future of global industry, innovation, and sustainability for generations to come.